All right, that's it. I've had enough. We've done a lot of reviews recently on the top 4 providers, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Well, today we're breaking free of all that, sort of. Today we're talking about Virgin Mobile, which actually piggybacks on Sprint's network. So I guess there's no escaping them after all. Oh well, let's dive in. The first thing you've got to know about Virgin Mobile's plan structure is that there are no family plans. If you have an account with Virgin, then that means you have a single line. You want more lines? Get more plans. In theory, I like the simplicity of this, but in practice, this can make Virgin Mobile really unattractive if you really do need that family plan. There are other plans to check out though that can potentially make Virgin more attractive. If you're not a super heavy user and you don't need an unlimited plan, consider a prepaid plan, which comes in either a 5 gig version for $35 a month or a 10 gig option for $45. If you've done a lot of research on those other providers, you might be familiar with what we call these soft caps that you get with unlimited plans. And these soft caps come in a few forms. While your data is unlimited, only the first 23 gigabytes of that is guaranteed to be high-speed data. And like other providers, Virgin limits your streaming video quality to 480p, that's SD quality. But Virgin takes it a step further and also limits your data for music streaming and gaming as well at 500 kilobits and 2 megabits per second respectively. Now hopefully you wouldn't notice much of a difference with those limitations, but if you prefer high-quality music or some pretty heavy-duty games, then you might be frustrated. Like I mentioned at the top of this review, Virgin Mobile piggybacks on Sprint's network. This is both good and bad. Good because Sprint is a true nationwide network, so you'll get decent coverage and speed, but bad because in both of those categories, Sprint actually ranks 4th among the 4 top nationwide carriers. So it's a perfectly acceptable network, especially if you're in an urban area, but you might look on with some jealousy if your friends are using a consistently faster provider. And here's another oddity with Virgin Mobile. If you're using it, that means you're using an iPhone. Now, it is the single most popular smartphone on the market, so there's a good chance that that's the phone you want to use anyway. But if you prefer a different option, you won't be able to buy it through Virgin, and you won't even be able to bring it over through their Bring Your Own Phone program. These rotate periodically, but as an example, in July of this year, perks included 25% off at Papa John's and Reebok, 20% off at Fossil, 15% off at J.Crew, and up to 60% off at Priceline hotels. This sort of thing may not have you breaking down the door to go sign up with Virgin, but if you do go with them, you'll have a few perks to enjoy. So the final word is we're pretty underwhelmed by Virgin Mobile, which is why we only gave them 1.5 stars out of 5. It's not that there's nothing good to say, and if you're single, maybe a college student, it's worth at least a look. Ultimately though, we'd probably point you elsewhere. To see our other mobile carrier reviews and what we rate a bit higher, check out the rest of the phone plans section of Reviews.org and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching everybody, and we'll see you on the next review.